You're in the middle of a project. Maybe it started off exciting. You had energy, momentum, a plan, but now it's kind of a mess. You're tired, progress feels slow, and the finish line seems further away than you expected. And right on cue, a new idea shows up. It feels clean, it feels exciting, it feels like this one might actually be different. But here's the thing, the new idea might not be your next chapter, it might just be your escape hatch. Or maybe not. Today, I'm going to give you a simple framework to help you figure out if this idea is actually worth it, or if it's just a distraction dressed up like a breakthrough. So, let me show you what I mean with a quick story. So, back in 2012, my publisher asked me to write a third technical book. I'd written two on game programming using Microsoft's XNA framework, but they had stopped developing it. So instead of doubling down on that game development educational path, I said yes to a totally different book, building Windows 8 apps using JavaScript and HTML5. Just a month later, Pluralsight asked me to create game development educational content for them, but I'd already committed to the book, and I was working a full-time job, so I said no. The people who said yes went on to build massive audiences. Some even made millions from those early courses. Meanwhile, my book was tied to one of the most heated operating systems of all time, Windows 8. The opportunity I had in my hands, I let it go, and all because something new and shiny showed up at the wrong time. Now, I'm not saying that one choice would have made me a millionaire back then, but I do know this. That decision taught me a hard truth about how we decide which ideas to chase and which to let go. So before you go all in on this new thing in your head, stick around. This next bit might save you years of wasted effort, or it may help solidify that this new idea you have is exactly what you need to pursue right now, so that you can actually give yourself permission to go all in. Now, I'll mention it again at the end of the video, but if you decide that you do want to pursue your new idea and that idea happens to involve building a web app, then I invite you to check out my AI-powered web app builder. It's in the description, but I'll mention more about that at the end of the video. So let's talk about why this new idea always feels so much better. You're not broken. This is how the brain works. New ideas are packed with dopamine. It's because they're full of potential. They haven't been tested, stretched, or challenged. So of course, these new ideas feel good. Your current project, on the other hand, has history, struggles, bugs, confusion, missed deadlines, expectations. There's weight to it. And that contrast is misleading. It's not that the new idea is better, it's just that it hasn't had a chance to disappoint you yet. And here's the twist. The moment you start executing on that new idea, it will eventually disappoint you too. Not because it's bad, but because every real thing is messy. Every meaningful project has resistance. So when that new shiny idea shows up, ask yourself this. Am I drawn to this because it's better or just because it's cleaner? Because if it's just because it's cleaner, that feeling's not going to last. Let's say you decide to go for it. You jump into the new idea. You tell your friends, you open a fresh document, you make a plan, maybe you buy a domain, and at first it feels amazing. But fast forward a few weeks or months, and you're past the honeymoon phase. You've hit a wall again. Maybe progress is slow, or the pieces aren't clicking together like you imagined. Maybe you're even starting to feel that old familiar doubt creeping in. So here's the question. Would you still care about this new idea if it wasn't going well? That's the pit test. You're not asking, is this fun right now? You're asking, when this gets hard, will I keep showing up for it? Most people skip this mental test. They mistake early momentum for deep motivation. But the projects worth finishing are the ones that mean something even when momentum is gone and inertia sets in. So take a breath, picture yourself 3 months into this new idea. You've already hit your third major setback. What do? Do you double down or do you daydream about the next idea? Because that decision in the pit will tell you everything about whether this idea is worth finishing. So now that you've imagined that pit, it's time to get honest, really honest. This isn't about a pros and cons list or market research right now. This is about your motivation. What's really driving you? Start with this. Are you running from something or running toward something? If you're chasing the new idea just to escape stress, complexity, or fear from your current project, that's not forward motion, that's avoidance. And avoidance makes the next thing just as heavy as the last one. It just takes you longer to get there, and you continue the cycle. But if the new idea is pulling you back because it aligns with who you are, what you value, and what you want to create, well, that's different. That's a signal. Here's another check. Would the past version of you, the one who committed to the current project, be proud of this switch, or would they be disappointed? It's not a guilt trip, it's just a perspective check. Sometimes we quit for the right reasons. Sometimes we quit right before it gets good. And finally, if you had to finish your current idea, no options, no escape, what would need to change to make that feel possible? Sometimes it's not about abandoning your project, it's about reworking how you approach it. So before you leap, get clear and know that no matter which path that you decide to take, because you took it with your eyes wide open, even if it doesn't work out in the way that you were expecting, it will work on you because all work works. Here's the bottom line. The right move isn't always to stick with what you started, and it isn't always to chase what's new. The right move is to decide with clarity, not emotion, not pressure, not burnout. And to help you do that, here's a quick recap. Ask yourself why this idea feels so good. Is it genuinely better, or does it just feel cleaner because it's so early? Run the pit test. Imagine you're months in, the excitement is gone, and you're struggling. Would you still care about this idea? And finally, check your motives. Are you running from something or moving towards something that really matters? Because when you decide with clarity, no matter what you choose, it will work for you or it will work on you. And if you decide to pursue your next idea, and it includes building a web app, I invite you to check out DevNitro.com. It's my AI-powered web app builder. Currently, it's a research preview, and you can join the list, and I'll send you an application for alpha access. Whatever you build, make sure it's something you're willing to struggle for, because clarity beats excitement, and commitment beats momentum every single time. If you enjoyed this video, chances are you'll like this one, and I'll see you in the next video.